Where's your smiley eyes? Rover. Hi, Rover. Still here. So here's something cool in the collection that I wanted to show you because we were in the caves the other day, and because we did a video with Aaron, so this is something that he contributed to my collection over the years. And let me wipe this off, it's got a lot of finger grease on it. So if you look at it, it's the best background here. I'll get you the detail. Guess what that is? It's a slab of something. It's a slice of something that's been polished into a cabochon. And guess what it is? It's a stalagmite. So this is what these particular calcite, wherever this was grown, I don't have the info on that, and somebody took one and sliced it and polished it, and that's what's on the inside of this one. I'm not sure that they all look like that, but here's an example of what's inside some of those crystal pillars. You can look at it from the side and from the bottom. But I thought that was kind of cool. There's the original core, like a halo, and crystals, and then the outside. So I'm not sure exactly how all that growth happens. I would imagine from the center out, but not sure, because remember, these are drips from the top. They could be straws, they can be lots of different things. So, but pretty cool. The idea of that and the fun of that is that you can touch this one. You know, you're always being super careful in a cave. So just a little detail. I'll throw this on one of the rock and mineral videos, and fun things you can find online. That's a slice of cooperlite. It's dinosaur turds. No joke. Look, stalagmites and dinosaur turds. Okay, back to whatever we were doing. Nate, back to you. Let's start to clean up on what we found at the river. This is the base of what I believe is a stamp mill. Now what happened to is it sat embedded in the boulders for so long that it got acted upon by other rocks, just like it was a big boulder. So it's literally been pitted out on the top here. And I have it on a dolly because it is so incredibly heavy and strong. But I can't imagine what else it would be. And it's just insane. Let me put this on the tripod here. I'll show you the bottom. Yeah. So that's what the bottom looks like now. It's got some pitting, but I mean it's perfectly flat, and sure with a good crusher. Yeah, that's how I'm moving it, bro. Take it easy on myself, because that's a heck of a relic, and I already had to carry it up out of that river. But I believe that's what it was, and so you'd have 1, 2, 3, could have been 20 of these in a row, and the old shaft coming off of it with a little catch on it, so when the wheel went around it, lifted it up and dropped it, lifted it and dropped it, lifted and dropped it with the little catches on the wheel being driven by gears coming from a mill that sat in the water, a water wheel. And they had lots of those everywhere where you'd run out of sand and then you'd start crushing up material. And if you can imagine the pillar of iron that came off of that, would have just been phenomenal. So, pretty freaking cool. Okay. We're saving, you know. Some people do railroad. I'm in gold country, so I'm just like, wow, okay. Like I say, unless somebody says that's the bottom of a train coupler or blah blah blah. But it's been like a broken stamp mill foot to me. Olive's in here. She is trying to classify the different gemstones, so her and Grandma did a bag while we were up the river. We bought these bags. They're mixed stones. You know, purchased these at Black Chasm Caverns in California in Volcano. You should go back and watch the video and definitely go check it out. Their water wasn't running that particular day when we were there, and they usually have this really awesome, looks like a long tom built, you know, raised boxes where water's running and you can go up and work on it. It looks very 1800s. It's awesome. And these bags aren't that expensive at all, and there's so many different things that come in, and we'll show you when we're done classifying. But this moss agate's an example. So if you're somebody who does tumbling or beadwork or just collects different specimens, this is a great way to build up your thing, because I mean, in one bag, let's see, here's the card of things that you could find. So these are always fun. And look how many different things there are, and actually not disappointed at all. I mean, there's things that just did not have in the collection at all that, yes, they truly give you. And what is that?
Do these two go together?
Huh. Viewers, do these two go together? See, that's half the fun, is trying to classify
I'm just gonna
and identify, because now we would start all the scratch tests and the hardness tests, and of course every bag is going to have a different mix and different possibilities. So I mean, but yeah, look at the citrine chunks. And we had moonstone, you know, some pretty big chunks of everything. You having fun with it? And then these, Olive brought back, I brought these in because I just wanted to show them off, you know. And she had gathered them. This is probably what that stamp mill was crushing up, because in that canyon there's huge veins of this. And even to this very day, miners have been out there hours before us smashing it up trying to get the stuff out, get the gold out. But she loves the beautiful shape and color of it, so she brought one of these back as a souvenir for everybody in the family that didn't get to go, all the sisters and moms and everything. So that's part of our loot. Okay, you keep classifying. Now I'm gonna get out my bucket of stuff. The time you find anything, that's the hard part, is classifying it. So here's the rest of my finds that were smaller. The stamp mill was what my mom and Beckie dug up, and Beckie and Olive. And this, you see these dings in this supposed chunk of lead? Now this came from where these were. These are mystery chunks. I do not know what they are. That's the shape and the detail of them. No, they do not hook together, nor do their thicknesses actually match. You see that one's belled out. Well, I'll just show you. That one almost looks like it had a wheel in the middle. I don't know if they're cartwheels. They are very heavy. I don't know if they're the bottoms of crucibles that went in this operation of stamping. I don't know if they're the bottom of the stamp that wore and broke. These are some of the bolt pieces. You can see the size of the workings there. These are molten. They're light, but they're not aluminum. This one's heavier. It's got chunks of metal molten into it. These are big pieces of iron. But this is heavy like lead, but it's hard. I've had a hard time making a dent in it, and it rings very loud. These are the ones we still got to go through, and then we got a couple more bags that we'll do with you. But yeah, I wanted to get this cleanup done. These are all the different things that we're trying to classify them into. This is going to be her little kit, or her little rock collection to start with. So these are real cheap and simple fishing tackle boxes for a little rock caboodle. That is pretty fun. All the way around. Guaranteed goodness. Now throw them in the rock tumbler. Okay, thanks for coming with us and stopping to do this little cleanup. And we'll see you next time. Remember, you can like, share, subscribe, and comment. We'll see you out there. Happy hunting.